And hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 24 of the GrowCast Show. I have with me today a special host, a mini host, my beautiful niece, Zoya Hamid. And I have with me my sister-in-law as well, who I like to call Boo Boo. And she is Shahnaz Farisha. She is a senior associate director at OrangeTee. And Shahnaz, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling really good and I'm looking forward to what's to come. Positive. So yeah, all is great.
Very nice. And let's start with the number one question that everybody must answer, which is, what does being better than normal mean to you?
Being better than normal, that would imply surpassing the standard expectations, going beyond what is typical, what is average. So that's what better than normal means to me. Yeah.
And what makes you better than normal?
What makes me better than normal? That would be my discipline, my optimism, and my charm. So discipline as a self-employed realtor, this is essential in maintaining professionalism, to have consistency in providing quality service. Optimism, I tend to have an optimistic outlook in clients' transaction. And with this can also assure my clients. Well, charm allows me to build rapport with my clients very easily and creates a very comfortable atmosphere. And also charm can be an asset in negotiation. So to establish rapport with parties involving in the transaction, charm can enable a smooth transaction and hopefully better outcome as well.
And tell us about your origin story. How did you join the property industry?
How did I join? Okay, prior to this, I was actually a stay-home mom for about 3 years. And then I realized the importance of being present for the kids. When I was working back in corporate, I was typically frantically on the keyboard, from 6 to 8, even later sometimes. So I no longer believe in the value of the corporate world. Thus, I had to think of alternative to what kind of career that I want for myself that allows me to have time flexibility for me to be my own boss and at the same time also to be present for the family. So that's how once my priorities are aligned, I gave it a thought, and that's how being a property agent came about. And why property is because I also want to help people realize their dreams in the form of their homes.
I mean, what do you like about being a property agent then?
I like the fact that the independence. So that's something very valuable to me. The time flexibility of being a property agent, and also the opportunity to meet people of various walks of life and being able to help them. Well, not just the clients, but other agents too who share the same values as me. So that's what I appreciate.
And what do you dislike about being a property agent?
That would be facing rejection from unsuccessful transaction, because that can actually affect our that can be challenging. That could affect the confidence. That can affect confidence. And as a result, I also have to manage not just my own emotions, but more so my clients' emotions. So that's what I don't like about being a property agent.
So in the face of rejection, you've been in the industry for a while. I'm sure you faced your fair share of rejections, right?
Yes,
how do you deal with rejections?
Rejection, actually more so, if I'm the one being rejected, I'm able to manage that because that's just me. But say my clients are my home sellers or my homeowners, home buyers, right? I'll just simply tell them that this home is not meant for you. There's something else out there. Thus, the circumstances. And true enough, because later on, they do find something that is better than what was what was rejected. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And so when it comes to, there are lots of mistakes that people in Singapore make with regards to coming to property, right? So what's the number one mistake you feel most Singaporeans make when it comes to their property?
Okay, it's very difficult to pinpoint the number one mistake, but I would feel that most individuals, it's taking up too much debt or over-leveraging because some individuals may not understand the long-term financial implication when they take up big loans. And because perhaps some years down the road, you might not be able to manage. So that's one of those common mistakes. Yeah.
So for Singaporeans in their mid-40s, is it better to upgrade or downgrade?
The decision between upgrading or right-sizing really depends on personal preference, financial goal, and lifestyle consideration. In my opinion, not so much on age. you may wish to upgrade because your family is expanding or there's a lifestyle change. And also if you do see potential investment in the future property. So yeah, you may do so regardless of whatever age. Then the downsizing, right sizing is usually associated with moving to a smaller unit. Now, more commonly for those approaching retirement. Why? Because if children have already moved out, left the nest, downsizing would be a practical choice. Reducing this also reduces maintaining a larger property. Not just that, downsizing can free up equity, providing financial flexibility for other investment, and this create a more sustainable retirement income. Now, with that said, be it if you do intend to sell your home before the age of 55, then yes, I would advise clients to please do so, because by the time you're 55, then the funds in your CPF OA account will then be locked. So yes, be it right size or upgrade.
And for first-time HDB house sellers, right? Their house when they reach MOP, is it good to sell exactly at 5 years, or is it better to wait?
Okay. This also depends on various factors. There's no one size fit all. Now, if you consider circumstances as changes in the family size or job location, then the need to relocate or outgrown your current space, selling earlier might then be the choice. Next, the current state of the real estate. This can also significantly impact on the selling of your property. If the market is favorable and there's high demand and selling price is good, yeah, sure, why not? But if it's not, then it's better to wait, because then future will perhaps yield better returns. Yeah.
What is the advice you would give if you were to restart your real estate career?
And that I would start much earlier, because I'm much happier right now. I have the time, I have the freedom, I determine my income. It's noble. I get to help people. So yes, I wish I had known of this even in my 20s, and I would embark on it much, much earlier.
But don't you feel that, the fact that you came from corporate and you realize how corporate doesn't suit you? But I mean, everybody knew of real estate before in your 20s as well. So do you not feel that the situations would be different, and the reason why you entered in real estate was because of situation? So maybe one question I would like to ask, what advice would you have, because you were a stay-at-home mother, right?
Yes.
Before you got into real estate. What advice would you have for fellow stay-at-home mothers who have stopped working after their corporate life and are considering real estate?
Well, if you're really seriously considering it, then do the research first. Don't just jump into it. Check out the courses available. Speak to people who are already in the real estate. Speak to mentors who are already in the real estate industry. And then you weigh out whether is it suited for you or not, because it's not suited for everybody, because of the irregular income. This might not be for everyone. Do that first. If you're willing to take the risk, then go for it. Yeah.
What would you say are, because we talked about mentors, right? What would you say are 3 important character traits for a good mentor?
Mentors who have been there, done that. Mentors who have gone through the failures. Mentors who, like my mentor, Farina, she's amazing because she only have our interests at heart. She understands where, without even me telling her what are my challenges, because she's been there. She knows what the challenges as a newbie. She knows how is it, to rise. So these are, I feel, the important traits of a mentor.
Someone who's been there, done that, been in the same shoes as you.
Yes, that's right.
Very nice. And so maybe if I could ask you, what 3 words do your clients use to describe you after working with you?
Well, they say that I'm easy to work with. They don't, they see me beyond a business relationship. They see a friend in me. They see a family in me. And at the end of the transaction, they're actually very satisfied. And I'm very humbled by that as well, because really, I also don't see them as a business transaction. They know that I've gone beyond to serve them. Yeah.
So means at the end of your real estate career, you'll have a very big family. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
and so currently, I mean, I know you're looking to help a certain group of people as well. I mean, everybody in Singapore who needs a property, but is there any particular type of profile, or maybe if I could ask very directly, who are you currently looking to help in their real estate journey?
Well, currently, right, I feel that I have a knack with helping HDB homeowners to sell. So, and I do it really effectively, be it the first-time buyers or the upgraders or the retirees who wish to right size these are the one that I can actually resonate with and work well with. Yeah.
Very nice. And what is your motivation factor that drives you?
Okay. Achieving housing goals and ensuring a smooth transaction, that can be highly rewarding. Motivated by the satisfaction of my clients with their properties. Yeah, that's also one of my greatest motivation.
And maybe if I could go a little bit deeper into that as well. You know, when you wake up, because real estate, like you said, you've got so much time flexibility, right? So what is your why on a daily basis that keeps you motivated?
What is my whys? My family. Why am I doing this? Because I want more time and more money. I want to gain financial freedom. I want to have freedom of time. I want that freedom to be able to be there. So that's my why I wake up, why I want to do this well. It's really for my own personal goal. I want to build my family's dream, my own dream, and not build someone else's dream as what we did when we were in the corporate, right? Yeah. So that's my why. And when you have your own why, which is your own, your very own, you take ownership of it, you will do well in it. Yeah.
Very nice. And what's your 5 to 10 year vision for your real estate business?
5 to 10 years, I want growth. I would like to expand my real estate business by increasing the number of transactions that I handle, exploring new segments in the market like commercial property, luxury homes, investment properties, be it new launches or resale condo. So, and I also wish to establish a brand for myself to note when people think of real estate, they will think of me. Who can help them with their property journey? I would want me to come in mind. So that's my aim, or that's what I wish to achieve in 5-10 years time.
Nice. Let's talk a little bit about property prices in general. I mean, in the real estate market,
so do you feel technical now?
Yeah. So we'll go a little bit technical as well. Do you feel that property prices in Singapore? Do you feel that property prices in Singapore are at its peak right now?
Property prices 1 year, 2 years ago, yes, it was post-COVID. But now I would say that it's still high, but stabilizing. And speculation has it that this year onwards, we are skewing towards the buyer's market. And it's working because due to post-government cooling measures and whatever rules and regulations they've implemented. So not its peak, but it's stabilizing. Still high though.
And in terms of HDB, because like you said, you deal with lots of people who want to sell their houses, right? What are the common reasons you feel that people are selling their HDB houses?
Right now, the common reasons the more common reasons would be, yes, they want to upgrade. They need larger space for their family, for their growing family. And another reason would also be moving closer to the parents, the children's school, and a lot more also wanting to encash from their property. Yeah. The other reason would be our retirees who no longer need a large property, who no longer need those space, and thus they will start to think of selling and moving to a smaller unit.
So do you feel that, retirees who are thinking of moving out of their house, they've got a big house, the old houses used to be big anyway, right? Mm-hmm. So do you feel that retirees who are thinking of moving out of their house, do you feel that they should sell their house and then move into a smaller house? Or do you feel that it's better for them to just stay in that big space? Because, if both of them are old, one of them, touch wood, anything happens to them, the other person has got a pot of gold for them, right? So maybe if I could ask, which is better for retirees, to sell their house and move to a smaller house, or both of them stay in the still big house, and if one person passes on, the other person has got a pot of gold?
Okay. Well, we don't think of passing on first. I would say that for both retirees, couple, husband and wife, they would want to enjoy their retirement years. So why not enjoy that pot of gold together, right? So in my opinion, well, if it's too much of a trouble having to move out, then yes, perhaps you still, and you love the place and you see, and it serves your family still, then maybe not. But you're retired. You can do with the retirement income, and you're not 55 yet. You can opt to sell the house and cash from there and use that as your retirement income, to go for holidays or perhaps invest as well. So that's my opinion. Yeah.
And in your opinion, does it make sense if retirees, they have a big house, the 5-room house, they've got 3 rooms that are there, they stay in the master bedroom. Does it make sense for retirees to rent out the 2 rooms for passive income?
That depends as well, because not everybody is okay to be co-living with tenants, because that would also mean compromising on your privacy, compromising on your space. So not all would accept that. But there are some who are okay, because then yes, go for it. You just need the master bedroom anyway just for sleep, right? And the other one is not usable. So yes, rent it out for passive income. And that would be your monthly income then. Yeah.
Very nice.
You don't actually have to work, right?
Exactly, and that's why I mean that lots of retirees. Singapore is an aging population as well. Is there any words of advice that you have for people who are about to retire soon, not yet 55? Any words of advice for them?
Not yet 55. Okay, if not yet 55 and if you're already thinking of it, then you should put that intention to action. Because when you reach 55, then the funds in your OA account will then be locked and you might not have enough funds for the next house. So, however, if you don't see the need for it and you see that you're staying put longer, then yeah, sure, then you don't have to. And then you have to probably wait much later after 65 or so.
Okay. And I know also you've got your own hashtag, right? Which is
yes.
Hashtag Smooth Move with Farisha.
Yes.
Tell us a bit more. How did that hashtag Smooth Move with Farisha come about?
How did that come about? Okay, when I first joined, or more like I was asked to have a brand. I was asked to have a hashtag. My mentor, she said, okay, I give you 1 week. You have to come up with a hashtag. You have to come up with a brand. It's like, alamak, then how? Something that speaks you, something that's not so typical. So I gave a thought. Why Smooth Move with Farisha? Basically, it's your move. I'm here to make it smooth. And thus, hashtag Smooth Move with Farisha. Yeah. Very simple, but it speaks a lot. Yeah.
How's the response to hashtag Smooth Move with Farisha?
How's the response? Honestly, I haven't gotten any response. But how's the response? A lot of them like it. They like the hashtag because it's catchy. It's catchy basically. Yeah, it's really catchy.
Very nice. And that was episode 24. I had Shahnaz Farisha. She's a realtor at PropNext. Any questions, Farisha, that I should have asked you, but I did not ask?
Any questions? I should ask you, is there anything that I missed out?
No, I think we are good. And that was episode 24. I had Farisha. She's a senior associate director at OrangeTee. And if you are somebody who's looking to upgrade or downgrade, regardless of what you want to do, and if you're looking for a smooth move, you know who to look for. Just hashtag smooth move with Farisha. You can see the video over here. Hashtag smooth move with Farisha, and you'll see the details there as well. Farisha, thank you so much for being over here.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me. It's been great. Yes.
My pleasure. And we're good.